Yo, it's Arrow. So we're gonna watch a video by Nero Cinema today. Is COD cooked? Let's see what he says. Let's disagree.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today is an incredibly interesting day because the news has broken. It's official. There's no going back. Black Ops 7 is already finished. The game is officially cooked, and in the meantime, Treyarch and Activision are going to be peddling even more nonsense into Black Ops 6. So what exactly am I talking?
He's gonna complain about microtransactions. The game's identity. Shut up.
About here? Well, you guys know how recently we've discussed how Call of Duty is slowly but surely becoming a children's game, right? With each new season,
Call of Duty's been a children's game, but it's a children's game, bro. It's a fucking video game.
Each new update, Activision has been catering the game towards children more and more because they're the ones who were raised with greedy microtransactions and shady business practices like they're just a normal thing, right? Well, today, the
Oh my god.
ESRB has come out with an official rating for Black Ops 7, and interestingly enough, the game is officially Emperor mature. I honestly...
But it's made for children!
Wouldn't be surprised if they were going to try to push for a lower rating, similar to how like every movie in the world now fights not to have an R rating anymore because they reach a much wider audience with PG-13. It's causing horror movies to be worse, it's causing action movies to become worse and worse.
This is so fucking stupid.
But honestly, it's good business because it makes them more money overall, and I would not be surprised if gaming starts to go down that same route. But getting back to it, Black Ops 7 is officially Emperor mature, and in there, we can see a few reasonings. Here we see blood and gore, intense violence, strong language, suggestive themes, and use of drugs. We later see...
That's generally why you get an M rating. What the fuck is the start of this already?
As players tried to prevent a tech titan from gaining power, they used pistols, machine guns, assault rifles, and explosives to kill various enemies like hostile soldiers, robots, and creatures. We then see some weapons feature marijuana, joints, and paraphernalia. Players' characters inhaling marijuana from a bong-like structure attached to a rifle, players' characters smoking joints or inhaling through bongs as part of execution sequences. Ladies and gentlemen,
I can guarantee this is because of the cosmetics already in game, because that means the shit's gonna carry over.
And carry forward is now officially confirmed. So
Duh. Did you think they weren't? Motherfucker, it's called Black Ops 7.
we may be getting a little ahead of ourselves with the idea of carry forward, but what the ESRB described in their ratings
And it's probably for fucking Warzone, because Warzone counts as Call of Duty.
summary literally describes stuff that's been in Call of Duty already. I suppose
Yeah, the Puritans are like, I can't believe they have weed. Who do you think the primary base of COD players were back in the day? Fucking bros and stoners.
it's entirely possible that number A, carry forward, is going to be a thing, or number B, they plan to launch the game with...
My favorite calling card from Modern Warfare 2 was Blunt Ops. OG Modern Warfare 2 was Blunt Ops, because the shit was funny.
an insane amount of new weed-themed cosmetics and all sorts of other nonsense. Either way, it spells doom for the game, like
No, it doesn't, and you're wrong.
guns that have functioning bongs on them or special executions involving weed are not
Dude, when did COD players become such fucking pussies? I'm sorry, it's not the COD players, it's the dudes who doom and gloom about Call of Duty every year that became giant pussies.
going to be part of the campaign. They're not
And I say that as a term of endearment. I don't actually like hate these people, but you come off like a pussy.
talking about the campaign here or zombies. They are certainly talking about multiplayer, and Occam's Razor says that they must be talking about carry forward. Actually,
Probably talk like if it comes over, I don't care. It's just a skin, bro. Yeah, I own some of those skins because I'm not a fucking weirdo who cries about shit online.
called this a while ago, exactly 4 weeks ago to the day, and I don't want to
Did you? Hey, bud, they carried forward in the Modern Warfare series. What made you think they weren't gonna carry forward in Black Ops?
my own horn here, but just take a listen for yourselves,
It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist.
because I have a prediction for what's going to go down here since Activision have been pretty much radio silent since the announcement of Black Ops 7. I predict that Black Ops 7 will indeed have carry forward. They will be doing...
Wow, he's so prophetic. Somebody getting Nostradamus here, a fucking like an award.
This similar to how they did for Modern Warfare 3 as a way to pad out content. The game is already going to be full of remastered multiplayer maps and remastered zombies maps, and with them adding carry forward, the perceived
Well, that's because every time they add in a new map, it's usually dog shit. And then people complain because, well, the old game had better maps. And then they add the old maps. I fucking hate this map. You cannot make a COD player happy. You cannot make a Call of Duty player happy. It is impossible.
increase in variety will be their way of padding content out even further without actually.
And by the way, if you want to complain about the skins, you need to get rid of Warzone. Warzone is why these skins exist. Warzone is the issue.
Adding anything.
Because Warzone's free to play. And how do you fund Warzone? Cosmetics. Well, you pay for Call of Duty. How do you fund Warzone? Cosmetics. Outside of their initial fucking sales, they don't give a shit about the game. Once they make their money, they've made their money. This is how they make their money after the fact to keep Warzone going. I have my own gripes with fucking Warzone. That's a whole different issue, but Warzone is why you have this shit.
New. They are also going to be doing this as a way to convince people to buy more bundles within Black Ops 6 because they'll carry forward into Black Ops 7. I predict in the coming weeks.
Yeah, because why would you want to buy shit you can't use anymore? It sucks to have all the stuff you bought at the end of like the last cycle of fucking Call of Duty because you didn't get to keep any of it.
Maybe in a month, they're going to announce as part of the advertisement for Black Ops 7 that carry forward is going to be a thing, and they're going to announce it super early because they want people to buy things in Black Ops 6 thinking they can use it in Black Ops 7. They're going to try.
It's going to carry forward to fucking Warzone. If it does carry forward to 7, who cares? But it's most likely for Warzone.
Spin it in a positive way. They're going to say things like they want people's purchases and accomplishments to mean something, but the real reason will be they want to further push purchases within the shop. From there, Black Ops 7, right from day.
Do you mean the company wants to make
It's not
money?
going to feel like a Black Ops game. It's not even going to really feel like a Call of Duty game because right from day one, it's going to be full of Barbies and butt heads and everything else, and it's going to only.
Dude, this is such a fucking nerd.
Get worse as the game goes on. I predict that Black Ops 7, for all intents and purposes, will be a filler game before Modern Warfare 4. They're going to use it as kind of like a giant experiment, much in the same way they used Black Ops 4's Blackout as an experiment. They're going to try to test the limits and the boundaries for how much they can Fortniteify the Call of Duty series, because that's ultimately what their goal is.
Well, I hate to break it to you, bud, but one of those games is really successful. It's fucking Fortnite. Why wouldn't you copy that model? If the game is failing as bad as you say it is, why not copy that model? It makes sense.
It seems like Activision does not want Call of Duty to be Call of Duty anymore. The people in charge want the game to be Fortnite. They wish they were.
Fortnite's more successful. It just is.
Fortnite, and to accomplish that goal, they will work with any company, any brand, and pump out as many crossovers and microtransactions as possible. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand.
Oh, wait.
I'm not happy about being right, but I absolutely was right about this. It's actually so sad. Like, I don't know about you guys.
You're not prophetic, bro. Everybody can see this coming.
For this year, you know, and the year after it. I was stoked for Black Ops 6. I was stoked for COD 2025. I mean, 2 straight Treyarch games, 2 straight Black Ops games, a nice rest away from Infinity Ward and all their mind-numbingly stupid decisions. It was supposed to be a high point for Call of Duty fans, but I suppose Treyarch.
These dudes don't know how to turn off their fucking brains and just have fun. They just don't. Or it's the fact that making videos like this for Call of Duty is more profitable than making a video about how you enjoy Call of Duty. Don't make a video about how you like Call of Duty. You got to make a video talking about how much you fucking hate the game and how much is wrong with the game. People love negative shit. It's just true.
And Activision took the high part of that sentence a little bit too literally. You guys know what this means, right? Day 1 of Black Ops 7, there will be Beavis and Butthead. There will be Ninja Turtles, Seth Rogen, Bluntman and Chronic, Diamond, Unicorn, Fairy Dust, and Sharks and Dinosaurs, and all of that other stupid stuff, all of which will be.
This dude is unironically why I buy that shit, because I know it pisses a subset of the player base off. I literally buy the cosmetics because I know it makes people like this guy fucking angry. I know it irritates them.
Butt sliding around the map and jumping off of walls like it's Pro Skater 3, and the matchmaking is going to be even worse than it has already been, and the anti-cheat just simply is not going to exist. So, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, how could anybody possibly argue that Call of Duty is not cooked right now? So in the 14 years...
Because it's not. It's only cooked to guys who fucking don't know how to have fun. Period. Just period.
Years I've been covering Call of Duty here on the channel, I feel like I've seen it.
You're only covering negative shit because that gets you more views than being positive about the game. Let's be honest. Every Call of Duty channel that you look at talks about how negative the game is. Like, that's all they talk about. How bad is the game? They don't talk about anything but how bad the game is. You cannot find a channel doing extremely well view-wise compared to the negative channels. Can't.
I played all the games. I never ended up purchasing Black Ops 6. In fact, that was the first COD in history I never bought, but I've always been around, right? And I like to think that I have my finger on the pulse of the Call of Duty franchise, so believe me when I say the marketing for this year's game is going to be different than any other. Typically, and
what
we discussed
marketing?
This in a recent video, thanks to Blame Truth, but Call of Duty will
God fucking the Godfather
outright lie to you in the very beginning so they can sell you more bundles. The idea is when a new game comes out, they announce that the game
You want the bundles to go away. Don't fucking play Warzone. They had bundles before. Actually, before this, it wasn't bundles. It was loot boxes. And you didn't like loot boxes. Well, the stuff you got at the loot boxes wasn't that bad. So you didn't like that shit either.
has to be grounded and gritty and realistic, so the default operators in the game are very bland, they're very basic, and honestly, they're kind of boring, right? And the same thing goes for the camos and everything, and they tell you
Camos are fine. What the fuck is this dude talking about?
that it has to be that way because that's what the game is supposed to be like. That's what fits within that universe, you know? Well, after about a month or so of that, they then do a full 180, and they start selling you all the stupid shit that we see in Black Ops.
Because everyone pivots to Warzone. Are you slow?
6, right? It's all so obvious. Like, they make
It's not obvious. You just can't grasp it because you don't get it. Warzone is why this happens. You might call it Warzone.
the game bland on purpose. They make the grinds tedious and the rewards very basic, so no
If you think getting headshots is tedious, brother, you have issues.
matter what, fans are incentivized to purchase things from the shop. I was actually talking to a game developer about this a while back, not a Call of Duty developer, but a game developer, and I told them that the in-game rewards need to be crazy, right? I'm talking like really cool stuff for getting max rank in the game, maybe some really neat stuff for doing all the challenges in the game, you know, just basically make the rewards in the game as
Developers don't give a shit about you. I don't know why people are on this fucking weird kick that they actually care about you. Outside of making money off you, you're not fucking important.
as good or better than some of the stuff that they're selling in the shop, right? And the developer's response was, well, we still gotta make money. And that was honestly pretty mind-blowing to me. Like, these games
That's mind-blowing to you? It's a business. You're a customer. It's not rocket science. You are nothing but a dollar sign to these people. Accept that shit and move on.
studios, not even just Call of Duty, but lots of studios in general, hold the game back intentionally so they can later sell things in the shop. It's very akin to how Call of Duty World War II, which you guys know I freaking love this game, it's very similar to how when World War II launched, it only had like, what,
Press X to doubt.
9 standard multiplayer maps, and several launch maps were actually held back to be sold in DLC 1 and DLC 2. The launch of the game was made worse because they wanted to make more money down the line, and the exact same shit happened.
And now you get all your maps for free. And to fund those maps, microtransactions and battle passes are in the game. Pick one. Pick a lane and stick with it. You either want to pay for maps or you want them for free. And if you want them for free, you're not really getting that shit for free.
Happens when it comes to the cosmetics and the grinds and the rewards within each and every Call of Duty game, except this time around, Activision thinks they can pull a fast one on us. This time, instead of that normal COD cycle, they're going to be building the entire game around microtransactions. Just picture all the stupid bundles that we've seen in Black Ops 6, all the paid
The only thing cooked about Call of Duty is the community.
rewards tracks and the crossover
Well, no. The commentators online, not the community.
and all of that. Well, suddenly,
Because all these guys are going to go online and claim that you can't find games. It's impossible. I play on PC and I play on Xbox. I will turn off crossplay on my Xbox. Easily find games. No fucking issues. There's nothing wrong with the matchmaking of this game. Yada, yada, yada. They're just fucking wrong. Period. They just want to complain about shit because they don't like the skins. They don't want to spend the money. Then don't fucking spend the money. Quit crying about it. It's not going to change.
All of those things are now about to become a lot more
This isn't 2008. You're not going to get Modern Warfare 2 anymore. You're not.
relevant. Fans are going to be incentivized to buy a ton of stuff for Black Ops 7 right now, even though the beta is not yet out. Hell, the multiplayer trailer isn't even out yet, but as soon as people learn that Carry Forward is coming, the floodgates are going to open, and people are going to be buying even more stuff than Black Ops 6 because they'll justify it to themselves by saying, well, I can use this in Black Ops 7, which means Activision.
If it comes to 7, cool. If it doesn't, I don't give a shit. If it just carries forward in Warzone, great. I feel like they're gonna sunset Warzone though. It's a fucking failure.
Activision is going to be pushing
In the sense that like they just cannot get the anti-cheat down, and it's just that's like the worst part about it.
out even more.
And the loop is just bad. Like Warzone is objectively worse than fucking Blackout. Don't fucking at me. Like Warzone is objectively worse than Blackout.
Crossovers, even more bundles, even more nonsense, and the game is just going to continue to get worse and worse.
It won't. The game's gonna make more money than it did last year.
And when you think about Black Ops 7, that game, right from the very beginning, is going to be an AI slop Fortnite clone that bears no resemblance to Call of Duty whatsoever in any way,
Another anti-AI guy.
shape, or form. Well, ladies and gentlemen, where do we go from here? In my mind, Carry Forward was not that big of a deal, right? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, but going from Modern Warfare 2 into Modern Warfare 3, it really didn't feel like Carry Forward was really that crazy. All it really seemed to mean to me was we had a bunch of extra animated camos to use at launch while we
Wait, then why did we just make a fucking 11-minute video crying about Carry Forward if it's not a big deal? What the fuck?
grinded for the new camos, and a lot of the skins and the operators and whatnot, they weren't that bad back in Modern Warfare 2, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of them were kind of milsim, some of them were a bit outlandish, but nothing really too crazy or too over the top, but that's
Brother, you had fucking Gundams.
just my memory. Let me know what you guys think down there in
You had Gundams. Did you just memory hole some of the fucking weird skins in Modern Warfare 2 and 3? Are you
the
serious?
comments. But this time around, however, we have, what, like 8 different cartoon skins already in the game, and I'm sure more are coming over the course of the next couple of months. Black Ops 7 is going to look and feel like a complete joke right from the very beginning. You then have the weapons, right? I mean,
Then do yourself a favor. Move on. But you can't. You're not gonna move on. You know why you can't move on? Because without making that negative fucking slop content, there's nothing for you to do.
tracer packs right away, bong weapons, and
You guys had your chance with X-Defiant, and guess what? None of you fucking played it. I think Blame Truth did, so I can't fucking say he didn't play it. But majority of them didn't fucking play it. They just talked about it.
rainbow unicorns and all that stuff, all of which I predict will be much more prevalent than they were back during Modern Warfare 3.
You're not the target demographic anymore. You're just not. Because you haven't learned to just have fun anymore.
I wish I could give you guys an accurate assessment, but I can't do that because Activision and Treyarch have had their mics muted for like 8 months now. But if I had to guess, I don't see any reason why there would be major changes in Black Ops 7 in terms of the time to kill or the health values, right? So all the
They don't need to change anything. The gameplay's fine.
guns and all the everything from Black Ops 6 are going to be just as relevant as ever within Black Ops 7. If that happens, not only will that mean 2 straight years of the freaking Amos and the Jackal, but it's also going to mean that the game
Wait, brother, do you even know the meta right now? Do you even know the meta right now? That's not the meta. What the fuck?
is going to feel even more like
Do you
a
play?
DLC update than it
The
already
fuck?
was. The only way they could possibly change that is if they randomly decide to change the health and the time to kill for no reason whatsoever, and in doing so, they would end up making most of the Black Ops 6 weapons useless. Similar
That's
to how
generally
the
what they
Modern
do.
Warfare 2 weapons were pretty useless during the launch of Modern Warfare 3, and in doing so, I imagine they could sell even more bundles in the game so people could get the new stuff faster, but we're just going to have to wait and see how all that plays out. All I know is Black Ops 7 is going to be the biggest cash grab in Call of Duty history. It's not going to be about the story or the
Let me let you know a little secret, bud. The biggest cash grab Call of Duty history is always the current Call of Duty. Because they want to make money. That's just the way it is. Every Call of Duty is the biggest cash grab in Call of Duty history. Period. It's a business.
world or the fact that it's a Black Ops 2 sequel or the characters or the maps or anything like that. It will only be about selling yet more bundles in Black Ops 6 and then even more bundles in Black Ops 7, and the sheer amount
By the way, they need to put the rest of the CODs on Game Pass so the fucking player bases go up.
of crossovers and bundles and cosmetics and paid reward tracks and everything else that we are going to see over the next couple of months is going to be insane. Call of Duty as we knew it is absolutely done, and that really does pain me
No, it's not.
To say. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going
It doesn't pay you to say it, because if you didn't get to say it, you wouldn't have videos to make.
to wrap the video up on that note. Of course, I will keep you posted if Activision figures out how to unmute their mic and announce something officially about Black Ops 7. But for right now, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video here today.
Going to go out on a limb. They don't need to unmute their mic. Gamescom is in August, and you're going to hear about Black Ops then.
Leave your thoughts and feedback on the news down there in the comments. Be sure to sub if you're new around here. Thank you so much for listening and for your continued support of my channel. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
Brother, you got to be fucking joking me. Look, bro, I don't agree with the fucking thing, anything he says. I think the majority of these dudes make videos to complain about Call of Duty. You know what? I'm not going to be rude. He does take his time to make good videos. Give him a like. This is Neuro Cinema. This is why Call of Duty's cooked. Again, I completely disagree. I think a lot of these dudes are fucking... they're just stuck in the fucking past. And I don't even think they're actually stuck in the past. I think these guys are the main perpetuators of the COD cycle. We all know the COD cycle. New COD bad, old COD good. But old COD was new COD, and old COD was bad. It just is what it is. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one. I'm out. I'll post this shit in a second. Like, comment, subscribe. That'd be great. Any comments, even if it's like negative, it's fine with me because the conversation is great and I appreciate it. But you guys have a great fucking day. Take it easy.